What's going on, Jerome's? Happy Tuesday. So I actually have to start the show with a little bit of a mea culpa. I screwed up and I face planted just extremely hard. Right. So we talked about a post that Diamond Dallas Turner posted, and we went off about Devontae Smith, wide receiver for the Eagles, because he also went to Alabama and wore number 6. But of course, this was a beautiful tribute to the late great Khyree Jackson, right, who also wore number 6 at Alabama, just like Devontae Smith. So we completely face planted that one. That's our bad, and I didn't even put together that, hey, why are Devontae, because the photo on the right is clearly Alabama practice. Why is Dallas Turner and Devontae Smith wearing the same color practice jersey, even though they play different sides of the ball? But yeah, and it is the anniversary of Kyrie's unfortunate passing, a couple days ago, and it just doesn't seem real. Still, it's just last year with the 14-win season, doing it for Khyree, and he just had this personality, man, coming out of Alabama, coming out of Oregon, and you could tell, like, his draft interviews after he got selected, just he was a funny dude. And he really did bring light to every room that he was in. Made a big impression at rookie camp and OTAs. And Khyree was going to be good. He was going to be a dude. Very well liked teammate everywhere he went. Right, and yeah, just doesn't seem like a year. But again, but yeah, I had to. It's our bad on that. Meant no disrespect. Yeah, so. Apologies for that. And, Khyree, God, it's way too young, way too soon. Yeah, sad all the way around. Rest in power, Khyree Jackson. We'll get one for you. This is the year. That's right, baby. Also, speaking of this is the year, 9 more weeks. Yesterday, it was 9 more Mondays since the Vikings do play the Bears. Monday Night Football, Week 1. Jay McCarthy, the pride of, he grew up in Chicagoland, had 1 year at IMG during the Rona, went to Michigan, just going to put the bang thing on the Bears. Like, bright lights, big city, his NFL debut in his hometown adjacent, it's going to be biblical. It's going to be good. And also, that Florida's defense, getting after Caleb Williams' ass. Hey, rebuilt offensive line, my foot. I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. Also fantastic. So I like these charts and graphs. Like, we need charts and graphs to be able to cope and translate all these things, all these numbers. Like, we need a graph for snorkel. Yeah. Football Insights, offensive line composite rankings from 4 different sources, reads right to left. So if you're in the top right, you're pretty good. If you're on the bottom left, not so good. So it's PFF, FTN, Fantasy Points, Sharp Football Analysis. I don't know what all this is, but what happened? That little guy. I won't worry about that little guy, right? So you got the Eagles, you got the Broncos, Quinn Mayners, you got the Bucks, Cody Mock, all that stuff, Tristan Wirfs. You got the Lions. I don't know, like they clearly downgraded, losing Ragnow, losing Zeitler, but Mahogany's looking to step in. Many leather-bound books. Yeah, I don't know. But the Vikings clock in slightly above the Buffalo Bills, which is pretty damn good. Now, at the bottom left, this one. At the bottom left, you have the Texans. Remember the Texans' offensive line was bad last year, and they're like, hey, let's get rid of our best guy, Laramie Tunsil, and let's trade for Ed Ingram. There you go. The Bengals, I mean, we everyone talks about the Bengals defense, but their O-line is bad too. The Seahawks, even though they drafted Gray Zabel, I mean, we've seen what Sam Darnold can do behind bad protection. I just worry that's not going to work out. More on Sam Darnold later. All right. NFL Network, Good Morning Football is back. Manti Te'o. He's been a really good guest host on there. Rotational cast. Yeah. But they're talking about the NFC North and who should be the favorites in the NFC North. And Manti made a a solid case for the Minnesota Vikings. Talk about Kevin McConnell, talk about the defense, him being a defensive guy, as well as J.J. McCarthy taking over. Now, the panel yesterday was Jamie Erdahl, Minnesota native, also sounded the Gal horn last year, kicking off that winning streak. It was good. Manti, I mean, he knows ball, right? And then the other two were Cynthia Freeland, the analytics and NFL Network analyst, but she's a lifelong Detroit Lions fan. And then Jason Kabinda, who literally was a Detroit Lion. So I wonder if the panel was a little bit biased. I mean, hey, we got Jamie, right? But everyone else, come on, man. But Manti calls it what it is. Like, he can see us. We're good to go. Again, it's weird to just get a modicum of respect from the national media drawing haircuts. Right. Schefter, nearly 2 years to the date that he tore his ACL in a jet ski accident. First off, how do you tear an ACL in a jet ski? That's what I was wondering, because I feel like ACLs are sports injuries. It's like it's really hard to all right, because I'm guessing like jet skis, like you get rammed, you have to jump off one, whatever. I'm thinking about broken bones. I'm thinking about losing limbs. ACL? Seems kind of weird. Nhem Hines is looking for a chance to play his first NFL game since 2022, and he returned 2 kicks for touchdowns in the same game. 2 kick returns in the same time, man. In the same game for the Bills. Hines believes his knee finally is ready to return to action, and he is looking for a new training camp home. Now, he is only 28. And the Vikings definitely could look for running back 3 help as well as a return man. And, of course, Kwesi loves the medical guys. Absolutely. And Hines was off to a solid career with the Colts and then with the Buffalo Bills, which come out tonight before the whole accident. So I'm not saying never. I'm not saying no for show. But, I mean, it'd be a nice comeback story. Even though comeback player of the year is already sewn up. J.J. McCarthy, coming off that meniscus full repair, it's going to be good. Speaking of the Seahawks, Slinging Sammy Darnold, a.k.a. Seattle's quarterback, got together with his receivers. Background-wise, looks like Southern California, dusty, dry, all that stuff. So back at the stomping grounds. And Cooper Kupp, it's weird seeing Cooper Kupp not with the Rams stuff, but yeah, whatever. Cooper Kupp, you got Jackson Smith and Jigba in there, and then you have a lot of white people. That's all. But Darnold, hey, I'm glad that he's getting together with his guys, even though we were going to biblically put the bang thing on Seattle later in the season. I'm talking about 50 points. We're going to sack Sam Darnold 9 times, and the Seahawks are going to put up 9 points. Where have we seen that before? I don't know. But I just can't wait because it's coming soon, right? Because we have 2 weeks now before quarterbacks and rookies report to TCO. So I can't wait to see the photos. I can't wait to see the videos. So the highlight videos set to mumble rap with J.J. McCarthy, tossing to Hawkinson, tossing to Jefferson, tossing to Addison. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see that because, hey, they said, they're going to get together and throw. Haven't seen it so far. And, well, we know Addison's going to be indisposed on July 15th, but, they get together and throw the ball. I mean, could be this week. Might be as soon as this week. It'd be good to see. Yeah. Also good to see. So, just like Jefferson a couple weeks ago, jumping Jared Allen, Pro Football Hall of Famer, taking over NFL Network programming. And, Jared Allen, kind of diverse, kind of a scattershot. So Marcus Allen and Jim Kelly of Football Life, 2 of his favorite players, I'm sure, growing up. The Jared Allen throwback. And then you have Washington versus the Chiefs, the Battle of the Natives. I'm sure he put up monster numbers that game. Pro Football Hall of Fame, the new class. Is that like X-Men, the new class? Be good. Or Saved by the Bell. Yeah. Packers Vikings 2009 Week 4. I think he had 5 sacks that game. Maybe 2.5. I don't know. Then you got Washington versus the Rams Super Bowl. So did he grow up? I'm trying to think. So these are his picking and choosing his favorite players. I'm guessing that's it. Actually, is he related to Marcus Allen? That would be a mind screw, wouldn't it? It turns out Jared Allen is actually Marcus Allen's adopted son. That'd be kind of great. That'd be good. Lastly, so one of the most beloved yet polarizing players in team history is Teddy Bridgewater, right? And Sleeper Vikings put out Teddy, maybe one of the biggest what-ifs in franchise history. Now, I know a lot of people are just like, well, he was a noodle arm quarterback and blah, 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 blah. You know who doesn't have a strong arm? Joe Burrow. No, it's true. Go watch. Joe Burrow is not Josh Allen in the pocket back there, all right? But he beats you with his mind. He beats you with his smarts. That's exactly what Teddy did. Now, Teddy, he didn't put up huge numbers his first 2 years. That's because Zimmer and Norv tried to mold Teddy into what the offense that Zimmer wanted to run. Basically, under center, hand the ball off to Adrian and grind it out. And what I was talking about was run, pass, punt, run, pass, punt, run, pass, punt, run, pass, punt. That was the Zimmer offense for a number of years, right? But Teddy in year 3, he added weight, had a little bit more zip of the miracle whip on the deep ball, on outside the numbers. Everything was good, right? And you can tell every stop that he's been to, Teddy's been a team favorite in the locker room, whether he's been the starter, whether he's been the backup, wherever. Also, don't discount the fact that Teddy's leg basically fell off, and then he went on to have a very solid run as a backup quarterback. So he's got some talent there. But they don't keep him around just for vibes. You know what I mean? And also he had a really good stretch filling in for Drew Brees with the Saints starting there. So I don't know. I feel like if they would just let Teddy run the offense that he did in Louisville, where at Louisville he ran the Peyton Manning offense, essentially. Right? Sitting in shotgun, calling plays at the line of scrimmage, making adjustments, calling audibles, and just distributing. Because, again, another player didn't have a rocket for an arm. Peyton Man thing, because he just beat you with his mind. That's exactly what he did. Or his last season, Brock Osweiler, beat you or something like that. But I got a lot of love for Teddy, and I feel like if his leg didn't fall off in 2016, we wouldn't have had Sam Bradford, we wouldn't have had Case Keenum, wouldn't have had Kirk Cousins, we wouldn't have had Sam Darnold, and Teddy we might have McCarthy. But Teddy might still be the starting quarterback now. Actually, Zimmer might still be the head coach now. So I don't know. Maybe it worked out. I don't know. But, hey, put Teddy with Kevin O'Connell. Could have been great. But we'll never know. Because you cannot say with a straight face, but, hey, he was always going to be bad. He was ready to make the leap in year 3. And we'll never know because he's Schrodinger's Ted. That's it, man. Anyways, that's it. Your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings news up for this beautiful, glorious Tuesday. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.